Martina. Hi, this is Eric Martin from Board Game Geek. I'm here with Katharina Stolf from Pegasus Spiele, and we're looking at Istanbul, which is coming out in a few months from Pegasus.
In March.
Okay, from designer Rudiger Dorn. And we had a look at the version in progress at Spiel. Got to see a little bit from Ralph Brun. And so now here's final artwork, I guess.
Yeah. This is still a prototype, but the artwork is final.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is the nature of the game? What are we doing here for those who haven't seen it before?
Surprisingly, Istanbul is set in Istanbul, in the bazaar district of it. And each player has one of these merchants and his helpers down there. On each of the 16 tiles you can perform some kind of action, and you leave one helper there and just move on, because the merchant can't do anything himself, so the helpers have to do.
Okay.
Because you don't have a large number of helpers, you have to collect them again. So you walk back there and take them with you again. And the twist is that they will perform their action again, just once you drop them there and once you pick them up.
Okay.
So you have to plan very well when you move where and where you want to go, so that you can perform the actions in the right order, and you're not performing the action, I don't know, selling goods when you don't have any goods in your cart.
And so what's the general goal? What are we trying to do? We got buying and selling goods.
Yep.
We've got lots of gems to be collecting.
Yeah, the game is all about the gems, the rubies, and you have to collect 5 of them. In a 2-player game it's 6, but normally it's 5.
Okay.
And there are lots of different ways of getting them. The first one is this guy over here who just sells them, so you give him money. And everything in this game gets more and more expensive the longer the game takes. So at first this one would cost 14, I don't know, quid. The next one more, and so on. And the same is for the palace over there, where you can buy rubies for goods that you leave there. And at first, now you would have to give 5 goods,
Okay.
6 ones, 7, 8, and it's always getting more and more expensive.
Okay.
And on some other tiles, there also is also the possibility of getting rubies by collecting certain tiles. And the lovely thing about this game is that although it is kind of a strategy game, it's very playful. So there's the police station over here,
Okay.
and there is a family member of each color. And when you go there and perform the action, you can take one of them, and maybe the yellow one, and he will perform an action for you. So you set him free and he goes somewhere else, for example, I don't know, to the market. And the fun thing is that the other players can send their helpers there to collect him again, and they get a reward for finding him and putting him back into jail.
Okay. Where of course you let him out again. Playful quest goes on.
Yeah. And another one that I like a lot is the tea room over here. There you can get money, and you have to name a number between 3 and 12. So I have to say, for example, 8. Roll the dice. Destroy everything we set up earlier. And if I manage to roll an 8 or more, I get the amount of money I said. Otherwise, I have to take only 2.
Okay.
And yeah.
Good gambling there.
Yeah.
For what you're trying to do. So the end goal is to get the rubies, and everything else is to drive you in that direction. Now I know these are, as you said, it's final artwork. These will eventually be double-sided, or is it
I'm
not?
not sure about this. The thing I know is that they are separate tiles and not a whole gaming board, because you can arrange them in different ways. For example, there are the colors with the red margin, and this is the setup for beginners, for example. So
That's right, in numerical order, 1 to 16.
yeah, and all the storage rooms are very close to each other, and it's very easy to get along. But there are 2 more versions, the blue ones, and they are a little more complicated. And if you want to, you can also create your own game board.
Thanks very much. As we see here on the sign, if you're looking here, 2 to 5 players, 40-60 minutes out, German and English rules, March 2014.